Hi guys, welcome back. Hope you're all doing okay. This week I'm going to give you some running tips and how to get into running for beginners, how to, start enjoying running and see the benefits of it, even if you hate it. So hopefully it'll be somewhat entertaining. I do have a feeling that this might end up being one of those really chatty videos. Hopefully I can find a way to make it a little bit more interesting, but yeah, that's what we're working with today. But the first thing is commitment. You need to commit to it, because if you don't, you're not going to be bothered to get up and do it. And find a motivation. So for example, my motivation is to get fit enough to start training again for my club, or for the club I used to run for. So yeah, just find something that you know you will want to do this for, even if it's just to stay in shape, get in shape, or just so you've got some physical activity in your daily life. I said we were going to make it more interesting, and we're in the kitchen, so hopefully that's more interesting. But the second thing, well, you can't see, the second thing is to reward yourself afterwards, because if you reward yourself, then you will be motivated to do it again. Ties in with the motivation. So it could be anything. I like to eat these cherries. I think they're really good. One of my favourites. So just find something that you like. It doesn't have to be healthy. I'm not always healthy, but yeah, just having maybe like one sweet after you finish a run. It won't kill you, but it will, I don't know, set you in the mood to do it again, hopefully. I was not very good with the explanation there. What I was trying to say is, for example, if you had one cherry after every run, maybe two, then you would have something to look forward to once you'd finish your run, making you want to go out for the run the next day. So if you've ever been on a long, hard run, then you know the feeling afterwards you get of accomplishment, and that you know you've done something good for yourself, or that you've improved, and even if you haven't improved, that you're making your way there. That feeling is great. You never regret a workout or a run. So just remember that feeling, and that can also count as a reward, I think. But yeah, remember the good parts of it, not the hard, horrible parts. So this is something I'm not very good at, but it's to make a plan and stick to that plan. Don't make it too extravagant and unrealistic. Make it something that you can do. So for example, I didn't write down a certain plan, but last week I went for more runs, and I did more running last week, whereas this week I've cycled almost every day, and next week I'm going to try and combine the two, so cycling in the morning and running in the afternoon, seeing as I now have the time. So yeah, just slowly getting into it like that can be really helpful. So following on from starting slow, don't go straight into 5km or 10km runs, because if you're just starting out, you physically can't do that. If you've never run before in your life, then you'll find it difficult to be able to run 10k in one go. I mean, I would never be able to run 10k in one go, I can tell you that. Start out with 2k's, maybe 3k's, because it's a nice way to just get into it and then build up to the longer runs. Plus, if you're just starting out, then you're not going to want to be running for that long on your first time, because you won't find it enjoyable and you won't want to do it again. So start off slowly and build up. When I started last week, after injury and all that, I started off with like 1.5km runs to begin with, and built up, and I'm still slowly building up. So it's important to start slow. Well, I bet you've all heard this one before, but it's important to have a goal, something you want to achieve, say after the end of a month. Say, after doing a month of running, I want to be able to do this, or I want to be able to run this far without having to take a break. My goal at the end of a month would be to increase my speed and distance gradually. Hopefully, that is something I can do, and hopefully you guys can achieve your goals in running and exercise as well. So we've moved again, but that's because this next one I thought I would show you that you don't need any sort of fancy kit or gear or anything like that, or the expensive running things. You don't need them. The only thing you need, and I would really recommend, is to get a good pair of trainers. Find a pair of trainers that work for you, that fit your foot right, because everyone's feet are different, every pair of trainer is different, and if you have a pair of running shoes that don't fit your feet very well, then you will be in pain when you run, or it will be uncomfortable and you won't want to go again. I am aware that this video is getting quite long, so I'm going to whiz through the next couple. So number 5, don't overdo it. If you overdo it, you will injure yourself, your muscles won't be able to take that strain, and yeah, it won't be good. You won't want to go back out and you will be unmotivated. So just start with a jog, don't go too fast straight away, keep it at a steady pace, and if you can, try not to stop, maybe slow down your jog if you feel like you need to stop and walk, but don't speed off straight away, because unless you're in a race, that is not a good way to train. So we're on the move again. This next one is taking care of your body, so eating the right food, plenty of fruit, lots of vegetables, and yeah, oh, you can't see again. Yeah, meals that you cook instead of buy. Yeah, just don't overdo it with the junk food. Another good example are these yogurts. These are also really good. Not everyone's going to be healthy 24/7. I know I'm not. But yeah, just the majority of the time, take care of your body. It doesn't even have to be with food. It's yoga or anything like that to calm yourself and de-stress at the same time, because that's also important. But yeah, just take care of yourself and everything else will be much easier. I am rambling on with each of these so much, I'm sorry, but I promise I'll be quick. This next one, running with intervals, start with maybe 3 minutes running, 1 minute walk, then increase the time you run and decrease the time you walk until you can finally run the full distance without having to stop and walk. Important one, don't panic or give up if you get a stitch or a pain in your side. A trick I learned from when I was racing, every time you take a step on your left foot, exhale really sharply, and after a while the pain should subside. Number 9, make sure to avoid any stiffness or tension. If you start to feel stiff in your shoulders, then just run and have your arms just flop by your side. This will release the tension and the stress while you run, and it will make running much easier. Use an app to track all of your runs, whether it's a Fitbit that you use and you have the Fitbit app downloaded, or I use Strava. I'll put a little image there somewhere. But yeah, it's really good because you can see your pace, your time, your distance. It even maps out for you, so you can see where you've been. You can also get achievements, which is also kind of like the reward, that you can see that you've accomplished something. But yeah, they're really useful. I recommend you download one if you're just starting out running. Sorry I had to whiz through the last few. I'm not sure if you prefer the longer chatty videos or not. If you do, let me know, but I just figured I didn't want it to get too long, so I'd just go through them quickly, as I tend to ramble on sometimes when I'm talking. But that's all the tips I have for you, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope I made it somewhat entertaining. The link to the last video will be in the description. It's where I'm just organising myself, prepping for this, to get back into it, so go watch that if you're interested. I will also link this to my hacks and tips playlist, so go see that video if you're interested in similar videos to this. And my Instagram will also be linked below, so any suggestions, just message me on there. But thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye!